Hi, Ross Tinney here. This is a little bit of a first for me on a couple of fronts. First of all, I decided I would experiment by setting up my studio in the garage. There obviously comes positives and negatives with that. First of all, the sound. You can hear I'm currently on a concrete floor. I've got a tin aluminium door to my right, concrete walls, so there's sound bouncing all over the shop. So I'm not all that happy with that sound. The lights, you can see I've got my my circular LED lights which work fine, but I've decided to move the sound from this radio mic, this boom mic, to a radio mic. One moment, I'll just change the cable. Okay, I think what has happened is that the sound has become a lot closer, less echo, and I'm a lot happier with that. Okay, so that's number one. I'm also having to compete with my wife Carol, who is currently baking a cake in the kitchen. So if you hear an engine, that's actually her Thermomix going off at about 8.5 out of 10, so I have to deal with that. But hey, we have to deal. I've got cars going past down the street. I've got 3 dogs that live nearby, and all they do is just bark at anyone who moves a millimetre in any direction. But back to the story. So first part sorted. Second part is, this is the first time where I have given the opportunity to students to edit a behind the scenes from one of my productions. So what have you? I'll give you a bit of a backstory. Ruth, who was someone who was recommended, who was really keen and passionate about the film industry, wanted to come along. I said, come along to this film shoot. We were shooting a commercial for Simmons Homes, and it was a combination of a location, house location, and a studio. I said, why don't you just shoot behind the scenes? What I want out of this is I want you to capture each individual crew member so that we could create a video that describes each of those people's roles in the film production process. She said, fine. Ruby was her name, I might have mentioned that. And a lovely girl, and she was a student, and went away and she shot some really good shots. The crew wasn't huge. It had about maybe 10, 12 on the crew. So she captured all those, and then I said, would you like to edit them? To which she said, I've actually changed my mind. I'm not interested in editing or being a director or anything like that. I wasn't quite sure what she actually wanted, I can't recall. I think it was she was keen on editing. She decided she wants to be a makeup artist, and that's fine. That's great. Here's a photograph that was taken 2 days ago of Ruby making my face up. You may ask, why on earth is Ruby making your face up? Was that a photo opportunity? No, she was actually making my face up for a, hang on one moment, I'm recording and my wife has just walked in the door, and she's walking past and getting the vacuum cleaner. That could be another issue in the sound department, but we'll deal with that. And so I've decided I'm going to throw acting into my CV as well. More about that, that's another completely different story. Suffice to say that I was on a film student's short film over the weekend, and it was absolutely fantastic. Huge crew, and that's the sound going. I might actually wait until my wife is finished with the sound, or I could just plough through it. You know what? It's now consistent. It's now a consistent vacuum cleaner, so at least that's a good sign. So what I ended up with was all this wild footage. I'm talking slightly louder. All this wild footage, and I needed someone to edit the story. So I rang Aaron. Now, Aaron is a young kid that came to me when he was in year 10. So he's kind of like 12 or 13. Absolutely passionate. So that was 2 or 3 years ago. He's now at TAFE in his first year studying film and TV, and he is passionate and keen. For me, that's pretty much everything. If you've got the passion, you will go places. So I gave him the footage. Here, Aaron, this is what I want. I want you to make a film that describes the role of each of the key players on the film set. He said, yep, I will do that. Have a look at this. Here's Aaron's take on the film roles. Sorry, I'm from New Zealand originally. The film roles of each person on the film shoot, Simmons Express. Well, what do you think? I thought that was absolutely fantastic. That was the first draft. What I said to him, I said, I think we need to add some sort of description. And this required a voiceover. So I said, listen, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm not sure whether he was a scriptwriter or not. So I'll write 7 seconds of dialogue for each of the roles. I'll send them to you and see what you can do. I sent him the voiceovers and said, if you could record that with your voice, that'd be great. And I think that will just explain the roles a lot clearer. Yeah, so, and this is what he sent me. Hi Ross, just sent the Simmons edit with the voiceover to your Dropbox. Cool. I apologise if the audio isn't very good. I tried my best to record in a clothing cupboard to reduce the echo and get the best setting out of my microphone. Well, well done, Aaron. So here is draft 2, which ended up being the final edit of the Simmons Express behind the scenes with Aaron's voice.
The director is the driver on set, the one who has the vision and is responsible for the overall look of the film. The producer takes full responsibility for the film, from the schedule, managing the crew, the shoot days, and post-production. The gaffer's role is lighting and takes directions from the DOP as to the style and look of each lighting setup. He's the gaffer assistant, getting the lights out of the truck onto stands along with any extra lighting accessories. He's lifting a lot of gear. The DOP takes the director's vision and creates the look and feel of the film, from lens selection, camera positions, and lighting. Recording all the sound on set is the sound recorder's job, be it a boom mic, single radio mic, or multiple recording devices. From makeup to hairstyling and overall grooming, their role is to ensure all actors look their part on set.
I'm just totally amazed at the effort that he went into it. As you can see, he put so much effort not just into the edit, but look at the graphics. You know, the graphics. What did he do? He outsourced it to another person, one of his film colleagues. I need to make something a little bit different. I didn't give him any leg up whatsoever. I didn't give him any direction. I said, just if you could just identify it with the name of the person's role as a graphic, that would be great. He didn't just do that, he went that extra mile, and I just think that is absolutely fantastic. I'm so proud of him, and I can tell you now, Aaron is going to go a long way. He is totally passionate about his craft. Every opportunity he gets to go out on a film set, he does. I'm just so proud of Aaron and students like Aaron who have that passion, who just never ever want to stop learning. And I just can't impress upon all of you out there. You want to learn, you want to actually get better, you want to find out what you want to do on film set or not, or behind the film set. There's so many other roles. Example, a student rang me a couple of weeks ago. Let's have a chat, blah, blah, blah. What would you like to be? I'd like to be a production accountant. Oh, that came from left field. A production accountant, okay. Those sorts of roles, no matter what sort of role you want, if you have the passion, be prepared to make a few phone calls, be prepared to get a few knockbacks, but you will get there because that passion will always put you in good stead, no matter what. All the best, have a great day. Hope you learned something about this, and please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, rosstinney.com /YouTube, or just press on this little button down here and go on to rosstinney.com and read some of my blogs that I'm putting up on a regular basis. I want to get you guys learning as much about the film industry and me passing on all my knowledge as much as I possibly can. Have a great day.
We interrupt this program with breaking news from the Express range by Simmons Homes. In an Australian exclusive, you can use their new home builder website to control the process.
It's so easy. We tailored our floor plan, facade, colours, upgrades and more, then secured our home online.
And now we've just signed their easy online contract.
All from our living room.
This is a game changer. I'm calling my daughter.
Hi, Dad.
Honey, wherever you are, get online and get building. With Express, built by Simmons, made by you.